Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, welcome back to another episode of Bad Beast Barbecue. Hey, today we're going to be cooking on the PBC, the pit barrel cooker, okay? And we're going to be hanging a 3-pound boneless pork loin roast. So you see I got this pork loin roast here. It's been cleaned and everything. I left the netting on it because if it's loose, then I don't want it to fall apart. And because we're hanging it, which is something unique, I want to leave it wrapped up, okay? Now, I've always taken this netting off when I cook these. However, I'm curious to see, one, how well they hold up to the heat. Two, if they're easy to come off once the roast is cooked, because this is not just string, it's kind of elasticy. So it's coated with string, but we'll see how it comes out, okay? We're going to be cooking this, like I said, on the PBC, and we're going to be hanging it using one of the PBC 10-inch skewers, okay? And we're going to be utilizing one of the PBC hooks. We're going to be cooking over Kingsford charcoal, and we're going to be using apple wood today, all right? The goal is to cook this to a temperature of 145 to 150 degrees today, because I'm cooking this for slicing, not for pulling, all right? So let's go ahead and get this bad boy started, all right? All right, so we're going to be doing some simple seasoning today. We're not going to inject at all. We're going to use some olive oil as our binder. I'm going to spread that liberally across my boneless pork loin roast. All right, there we go. And the seasoning that we're going to be using today is Jake's famous California Chipotle dry rub, okay? So this, been having this for quite some time. It's got a great Chipotle smell to it. I'm interested in seeing how this comes out. So we'll go ahead and season this up. And I know it'll be hard for some of the seasoning to get to the meat because of the netting on it, but that's okay. I think most of the meat will get seasoned. Make sure we get the ends. All right. So now we're going to let this sit here for a while and, like they say, get happy. Let this rub kind of liquefy and draw out some of the moisture and settle in onto the pork loin roast, okay? But we're going to go ahead and skewer it now. So we'll take our skewer, and I'm going to go in from the biggest end of the roast, okay? So, like so, come out the top. Try to keep it centered. There we go. And there is our pork loin roast skewered and ready for hanging. We take our hook, put the hook inside the hole, and we hang it inside the PVC. All right, so the PVC is already lit up with the apple wood and the Kingsford charcoal. Let's go ahead and when this finishes hanging out for a little bit, we'll go ahead and hang it on the PVC. So hang around, don't go nowhere. right, guys, so we're finished with our cook. The place smells fantastic, nice and smoky, man. I just know we had got some great smoke flavor into this 3-pound pork loin roast. Okay, you saw that we were able to take off the netting off of it with no problem, and actually cooking it with the netting on and then taking it off afterwards gave it some great imagery if you look at it. So it looks real pretty with the segments and the segregated sections that the netting had created during the cook. So that was surprisingly nice to see. All right, but what we did was when it got to 140 degrees, we went on ahead and glazed it at last minute decision, glazed it with some of the rib candy, black cherry grape habanero rib candy that we had in the fridge. And just to give a nice little glaze, a little sweetness to go along with the smoke and with the chipotle flavor of this Jack's famous California Chipotle dry rub. So let's go ahead and cut into it. Let's see if it's moist. Let's see how it tastes, and let's see how this entire cook came out, okay? We let it rest for roughly 10 to 15 minutes. Yeah, it looks juicy. Oh yeah, lots nice juice running out of it. All right. Got a decent smoke ring. You can see the pink smoke ring. I'll try to give you a look at it. We'll see. You can see the smoke ring. Nice little smoke ring around here. All right. And its juice is flowing everywhere. So it's just time for a taste test, okay? Oh, smells smoky. Smells fantastic. All right, let's see what we got here. Definitely moist and juicy. So we pulled it out at the right time. I like the Chipotle rub, but it needs a little bit more of salt. I taste a lot of Chipotle, but there's no balance of salt and pepper. Next time I use that rub, maybe I'll put a base layer of salt and pepper on it first and then go back over it with the Chipotle rub. The slight sweetness from the rib candy glaze is very good, and I can taste the heat from the little habanero that's in the glaze. So, and the smoke factor is a smoke factor of 10. Fantastic, okay? So the PBC does a fantastic job of adding smoke to anything that you're cooking. And I love the fact that you can hang most things in it. It's just a novelty to be able to hang a 3-pound pork roast loin in it, boneless, and see how it comes out. So this was a great cook. So, well, that's all we have time for today. If you guys are interested in the PBC, check out the guys at Pit Barrel Cookers. I'll put the link down in the description block and down here at the bottom of the screen. Also, if you guys are interested in this Jake's Famous, I'll put a link for that also. Well, they sent these rubs to us a couple of years ago, and this is like the last of it, so I figured I'd go ahead and use it up. But this Jake's Famous, they got some great rubs out there as well. And of course, you can find that rib candy on the internet, on Amazon, or what have you. I'll put a couple of links out there if you're interested in trying that and buying it. They have several flavors of this Texas pepper jelly, okay? Well, that's it. So, like we always say, where there's smoke, there's fire. If it's fire, then damn it, there just might be a barbecue there. Hey, as always, we'll see you guys around the smoker.